What's up, Facebook? What's up, Instagram? Hello. Welcome to my side of the internet. We like to call this section of the internet TLP Talks. And tonight, after a ton of requests, we are doing 10 characteristics of a hustler expanded edition. I had a lot of people reach out and they wanted me to expand on this topic because last night's live went pretty fast. I dropped a lot of information on you guys very quickly, and you guys requested that I slow it down and expand it for you, and that is totally fine by me. So without further ado, we are just going to hop in. I have got water. Everybody go hydrate, and coffee. And make sure you're caffeinated, okay? So I'm going to take a sip of this coffee real quick before we dive into this. God, that is hot, but that is very good. Okay. So, the first characteristic of a hustler is that they do not let their fear outweigh their faith, okay? And this is a fear of anything. They do not let their fear of judgment from other people. They do not let their fear of failing. They do not let their fear of scarcity. They do not let their fear of anything outweigh the faith that they have in themselves to accomplish whatever it is they're going after, right? A lot of times we can let the fear bug creep on in our mind, and it holds us back from going all in. And if you follow my lives and you follow my trainings, I did a training on ditching Plan B. And the reason that you need to consider ditching Plan B is because if you have a Plan B in the back of your mind, you're not going to go all in, because you're going to be operating out of a space of fear. Oh, well, if this thing fails, if this business fails, if it's not the best opportunity, then it's okay, because I can just fall back on Plan B. I've got it. I'm good. No. You cannot let your fear dictate how you operate and how you move towards your goals. You just cannot do it. Okay, so number one, they do not let their fear outweigh their faith. Number two is they know where they're going, right? So how are you going to reach what you define as success if you don't know what that is for you? So the biggest thing is you need to have a game plan, okay? You need to have a goal. And when I say have a goal, I mean have a very, very distinct goal. A true hustler has their goals broken down so far that they know what emotions that they are going to feel the day they reach their success, okay? And they feel them now. They operate out of those emotions right now as they are moving towards that goal, okay? They know who they're going to be around, those key people, those key drivers in their inner circle that they surround themselves with. They know who's going to be there. They know what kind of car they're going to drive, all the way down to the color of the exterior and the stitching on the inside. They know what kind of house they're going to live in, whether it's going to be a farmhouse or a barn house or a boho house or like an inner city kind of penthouse situation, right? They know where they're going to live. They are so zoned and just laser focused in on their goals, and they have laid them out in such detail that they can sit down and imagine almost in 4D how it's going to feel when they reach that place, right? So they know exactly where they're going. They also do not take no as an option. Okay, so that's number 3. If you're taking notes, write this down. No is not an option. For a hustler, no is golden. And the reason that no is golden is because a hustler's mindset has been shifted beyond the normal. And to a hustler, the word no is gold, because it means they're this much closer to a yes. You can't tell me no forever. You can't sit here and see my energy and see my drive and see how hard I push day in and day out and how many things I've got going on consistently every single day. My daily methods of operation, my 2 businesses. Like, you can't see my hustle and then tell me no. You just can't do it. No is not an option. Because no matter if you tell me no right now, that doesn't mean anything, because your no right now is going to be a yes tomorrow, right? They will consistently keep going. A no's not going to stop them in their tracks. And a lot of the times, the reasons why we quit is because we get that first no and it scares us. Because we let our fear outweigh our faith, right? And this can apply to anything. This can apply to your business. This can apply to brick and mortar businesses. This can apply to health goals. It does not matter what you're applying this to. No is not an option. If you're truly ready for change, if you are truly ready to see massive shifts in your life, no cannot be an option. Right? Number 4, they are crazy consistent. Okay, their consistency game is out of this park. Success is not built by what we do occasionally. Right? Success is built by the accumulation of what we do consistently. And a hustler, a true hustler, has plans in place. They have routines. They have systems. They have methods of operation that is going to push them into consistency. And I can tell you this right now. I used to be the least consistent person on this planet. Ask my mama. Ask my dad. I would gladly let you know I used to be the least consistent person in this planet. And I thought it would be a great idea to do a 90-day run where I go live 3 times a day and post and do TikToks and Reels and podcasts and all the things. But how I've made this make me consistent is by having those systems in place. I've showed you guys my little notebook 1,000,000 times with my list of everything I do every single day. I have every 30 minutes of my day planned out in my Google Calendar. And it shoots me an alert on my watch probably every 10 minutes, because it gives me an alert 5 minutes before I'm supposed to start the next task, then 1 minute before I'm supposed to start the next thing. Right? So a hustler has systems in place to make them consistent and to force them to be disciplined, okay? Discipline equals freedom, all right? Number 5 is that they operate on a pivot, okay? And for those of you who know me, you know I love the show Friends. And my absolute favorite episode is when Ross, Chandler, and Rachel are trying their best to get this couch up the stairs in this tiny apartment. And all you hear Ross saying is, pivot, pivot. And he goes through the whole thing, okay? And I will literally laugh until I'm crying over that scene. But it is so applicable to our day-to-day lives, even if you're not in business. It is very applicable. You look me in my eye and tell me that you have not had to pivot in the past 2 years, and I will tell you that you're a liar. When COVID came out, what did everybody have to do? Pivot. All of a sudden, everybody's jobs were requiring them to stay home. Daycares were closing. Schools were closing. Parents had to figure out how to work from home and run their household and watch their kids. Tell me that you have not had to pivot before. We've all had to pivot. But the difference between the average person's pivot and a hustler's pivot is the fact that they keep their goal the same, but they let their how be flexible. right? They have that goal set that I just talked to you about. They have it set in stone. They know they're going to reach that. They don't care how. They just know that it will happen, and they will make a way for it to happen. And the reason that their pivot game is so strong is because in any business, one, your marketing is going to change. Okay? Marketing, especially online marketing, is consistently shifting. It's consistently pivoting. Instagram is starting to die away. If you have tried to sell anything on Instagram, then you know that this is true. Instagram is becoming more of a reel-based social platform. TikTok has shot off because short videos are now the most popular way to sell a product. Short videos have become the most popular way to sell yourself. Really, you want followers, you have to sell your personality. You have to show people who you are, show people what you like, what you're interested in. You got to make them laugh, make them smile. You have to make them remember you. Right? That's the best way you're going to sell something to somebody. People will only buy for two reasons. They will buy out of emotion, or they will buy out of need. And I can tell you this right now. If you can make them feel something, or if you have a product that will change their life and they will need, then you are golden. Because people won't remember what you say. They will remember how you made them feel. And so if you can make them feel good, and you can give them something that they can use that is useful, then you're set up. All you have to do is continue to pivot as the social dynamics change, right? So they operate on a pivot, but they keep their goals strong, right? Number 6 is that there are no excuses with a true hustler. Okay? I used to be the literal poster board for excuse Nancy. Like, I have been in my business. I have been doing my business. I've been a customer since 2018. I didn't start my business until 2020, I think. 2020. And it really honestly wasn't until January of this year that I actually decided to put my nose to the grindstone and just do the dang thing. And here's why. I, first of all, use the excuse of, I am so scared to go live a million times. What am I doing now? I'm going live 3 times a day, so you can see my face 3 times a day, and so I can make you laugh and smile, and if not, I can make you think I'm an idiot, and you're still thinking about me, so it's working, right? So, I used to do nothing but produce excuses, instead of producing results, right? And I had to realize that where my energy was going is where results were going to be flowing from. Okay? So, because all of my energy was on producing excuses, all I was getting was zilch. Nothing. Nada. Right? But as soon as I started putting my energy towards producing results, what did I get? I started getting results. In the past 3 months, I have tripled my numbers. Right? So you have to cut the excuses. You can't stop when you're tired. You have to wait, and you have to stop when you're done. Right? I was watching a inspirational video. If you follow me, then you know that I love personal development. I love growing my mindset. I love learning. It is part of the natural human nature and dynamic. We crave expansion. We crave to learn and grow. So the easiest way to do this, if you are new to it, is to go to YouTube, get the little search bar, and type motivational videos. And there are hundreds upon thousands of videos that they have taken short clips of different motivational speakers and teachers and just combined them together to be topic based, right? And this is how I got introduced to a lot of the people that I now follow and listen solely to them. This man, his wife got diagnosed with 7 lesions on her brain. Okay? And she looked to him and she's like, what do we do? What do we do? And he's like, no, we keep going. There's no excuses. We keep going. This isn't going to stop you. This is not going to stop us. We're going to keep going. We go until we're done. We don't quit when we're tired. And so he continued to push and provide for his family. And now he is a massive known pastor and motivational speaker. His wife is amazing. But I wish I could say it the way he said it. Excuses will keep you from reaching your destiny. Point blank simple. Because when you lie to yourself, you begin operating out of an energy that will attract more of that kind of energy. Right? So, no excuses. If you're tired, okay, you're tired, but keep going. You're hungry, stop, go make you a snack. Come back, keep grinding, keep hustling. All right? Somebody sits there and talks crap about you, you get haters, that's okay. Baby, let them haters be your personal PR firm. Because you know what? They're going to boost your engagement because they're still going to be watching your stuff. They're still going to be listening to you. They're still going to be sharing it out. I can't tell you how many followers I have gained from people trying to share my stuff out of a hateful place. But they watched my content and was like, hey, I really actually like this girl. So no excuses. Number 7, their hunger is unmatched. A true hustler is hungry. Okay, they are hungry for growth. They are hungry for expansion. They are hungry for success. Okay, whenever they want success as much as they want to breathe, you can't match that. You can't match that. There was a story that I heard on one of those motivational videos, and it was this guy, and he made billions of dollars. Like, he was loaded. And there was this young guy, and he's like, dude, I want to be where you're at. Like, I want to be where you're at. I want to be successful like you. I want to make money like you. And he's like, okay. All right. Well, I want you to meet me at the beach tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. And he's like, no, you didn't hear me? Like, I want to make money like you. And he goes, okay, you want to make money? That's cool. Meet me at the beach at 4 o'clock in the morning. So next morning comes around. It's 4 a.m. And this young dude comes walking up in a suit. He should have wore shorts, but he didn't. He comes walking up in a suit, right? So the older guy, he starts wading out in the water. And the young guy's looking at him like, bro, I told you, I want to make money. He's like, okay, come on. Come on. So the guy starts wading out and following the older gentleman. They get out, it's about a little below their shoulders, right? And all of a sudden, this old man grabs this young guy by the head and just shoves him down underwater. So this dude he's reaching, like he is trying so hard to get out and get his head up so he can breathe. He is close to being done, right? So right before this man quits breathing, the old guy pulls him up. He goes, so what did you want? I just wanted to breathe. That's all I wanted, and I just wanted to breathe. He said, okay. When you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, then you will get somewhere. Then Waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning won't be so hard for you. Then going through the same systems every day won't be as hard for you. When you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, getting told no is not going to be hard for you. When you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, having haters and having people call you names and make fun of you and say, oh my God, you are the crazy old lady that loves the essential oils, that gets online and talks about them all the time, it ain't going to bother you. Why? Because you know where you're going and you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe. So that breath in your lungs reminds you of where you're going. It reminds you of where you want to be. Right? Number 8, their growth game is on point. I'm going to give you a second to write that down while I take a sip of my coffee. Their growth game is on point. Okay? I just told you guys about this, but I'm going to expand on it some more. A hustler is consistent in personal development. They're consistent in everything, but specifically personal development. You know why? Because we don't rise to our level of dreams and aspirations. We fall to our level of training. So you want to train your mind to be at a higher level than the average person. Because listen, guys, all a successful person is a person that just decided to do a little more and be a little bit better than the average. That's all it is. Okay, so you have to raise your baseline. You have to raise your level of training. And it's literally as easy as what I just told you. Getting on YouTube, typing in motivational video, watching it. You don't even have to watch it. Put your headphone in, have it playing, and listen to it while you're cleaning the house, or while you're driving, or while you're making breakfast for your kids. I'm telling you guys, it doesn't have to be complicated. Read 10 pages of a book a day. 10 pages. If you tell me that you don't have 10 minutes to read 10 pages, come on, guys. You can read your 10 pages while you're on the toilet first thing in the morning. Don't make excuses. You have to grow. It is our natural desire as humans to grow and expand and learn. We crave it. Why do you think all of a sudden we get so unhappy with our lives when nothing has changed and we're going through the motions every day? Because our body craves growth. It craves relationship. And the thing is you have to have a good relationship with yourself. And in order to do that, you have to grow. Okay? You have to grow. I do 5 hours. 5 hours of personal development a day. Because I'm so hungry to grow. I listen to an hour of an audiobook. I just started Limitless by, oh God, I can't remember who it's by. I'll put it up on my stories. But I just started Limitless. I just finished Onward, which was written by the CEO of Starbucks. It was an 11-hour audiobook. And I listened to an hour of it a day. And a fun hack, if you are fast and quick-witted as I am, I dare you to put the speed for your audiobooks and your podcast on 3x or a minimum of 2x, and you will go through a lot more, a lot quicker. But I listen to an hour of an audiobook a day. I read a minimum of 2 chapters a day. I listened to a minimum of 2 podcasts today, and the podcasts I'm listening to are a minimum of 45 minutes long. Like, they are long podcasts, okay? And I also watch a minimum of 2 trainings a day of other people. So, I love Jessie Lee. Her trainings usually run about 45 minutes. I love Tony Robbins. You can find him doing trainings anywhere between an hour. I have 3-hour trainings of his saved to my iPad that I go and I watch and rewatch and just soak it in. But I do 5 hours a day. And y'all know how busy I am. I'm a full-time barber. I am a full-time mother. I run a business. I run 5 social media pages. Okay? And half of them don't even belong to me. I have a mother's group. I have a private oil community that I have to educate daily. I'm also a wife, and I have a house that I have to take care of. I'm very busy. But I'm not making excuses. And my growth game is fire. So all you have to do is put it in your ears. Plug and play, baby. Plug it in them ears and go. Do what you gotta do. Right? Number 9, they have thick skin. A hustler has thick skin. Okay? I want you to think about a diamond. Right? A diamond is formed and a diamond is created by applied pressure. Right? And that pressure is consistently applied. But the only way to make the diamond strong and to make it form completely is to apply heat to it. And the only way to see if a diamond is real is to see if it breaks. Right? We talked about the rubber band theory a couple weeks ago. Whenever I did my live on applied pressure, the more pressure that's applied to the rubber band, I wish I had one on me right now so I could show you guys. The more pressure that's applied to a rubber band, once it's released, it'll shoot further. So the more pressure that you have applied to you right now, the further you're going to be to your goal, the closer you're going to be to your goal because of that pressure. And this creates thick skin, guys. If you would have looked at me 2 years ago and told me I was going to be on a live every day and I was going to be running a YouTube channel and on TikTok and Instagram and all that like I am right now, and if you would have told me that I was going to have people call me names and like hate on me hard, I never would have done it. I never would have done anything that I have done today. But because life has caused me to have thick skin in the past 2 years, and because I've grown and developed into the woman I am today, thankfully, then I am operating with thick skin, and I am hustling, and I am chasing hard for my dreams and my goals. And I'm moving in the shadows, which is number 10. Y'all see me every day online. Y'all see me on live 3 times a day. Y'all see me in my stories. You see my TikToks, my reels, my posts. Y'all see everything all day. But y'all don't see the moves that I make behind the screen. A hustler moves in the shadows. And they let their work speak for itself. They don't tell people what their next move is. They don't tell people what their plan is. They don't give their enemies a map to make it easier for their attacks. You got to think logically, guys. Don't tell people what you're doing. Show them. Show them what you are going to do. Okay? I love you guys so much. So much. I hope that this expanded version was exactly what you guys were requesting me to do. I hope this resonated with you. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will be back in about, I'll be back at 9:40 for high-low, okay? So 9:40 Central Standard Time for high-low. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in a few minutes. Bye.